Okay, episode 16 of Hirogaru Sky Pretty Cure. Okay, it was kind of like mellow for me when I was like watching it. Not really that like psyched up like I was with the last episodes, but it was still a great episode. In this episode, we had the group feeling a bit sad over what happened in the last episode, as they come back from Skyland and everything like that. We also get some information on what Underdark Empire and the Skyline Kingdom have in common with each other. It's like they're like light and dark. Underdark Empire being the dark side, and Skyline being the light side. And then the two countries that have been in like a brittle war, and that's basically it that we know about them. We don't really know about like the rulers or like rather after Ellie Chan or something like that. That's something that Yo-Yo has not figured out yet. But luckily, she figured out a way to cure the king and queen's curse. And that, in the sense of moving the plot around, means that using the mirror pad and collecting energy from purified ramborgs, she will be able to make a medicine that will cure them. Probably another product placement way to use the mirror pad because now they really just like showed it, so now it's something that can be used. But what I find interesting about like the purified energy for like getting from the Ramborgs, it just like sounds like because the name is like Kira Kira energy, so it's kind of like Kira Kira from like Kira Law Mode, something like that energy. I'm guessing that was a reference to Kira Kira Law Mode. I don't know. This is the 20th season of Pretty Cure and the anniversary after all, so it could be a reference or it just sounds similar. But that's not all like the references are like kind of like feel like references with animation. Well, we'll get into that later. But yeah, they tell like Ellie Chan they will be able to do this and to help her parents. But this also makes Ellie Chan cry and she misses her parents and everything that has happened. So Akiha came up with an idea about using a play because she was there. Forgot to mention that. And apparently, at her nursery school, she was learning about puppet shows, and she made like a little puppet version of herself as a princess. And so they like went through her way of books that she brought to pick out, and they were showing like Little Red Riding Hood, Cinderella, and then there is Momotaro, which I really don't know a lot about that story, only like clips and references from like anime I have seen in the past and all that stuff. But they use Momotaro as a basis by renaming it Ellie Taro to match with Ellie. And so they make the puppets and they perform the play for her. Then when they get to the ending of the play, but I liked the animation. It was like cute and little, and having like little Ellie championing Momotaro was pretty cute. But I guess I should summarize what Momotaro is about for anyone who's like not knowing of this Japanese fable like I do that much, but I know references to it. It has this character who is born from a peach, similar to Princess Kaguya, I guess. But he's like born from a peach, and he's like a warrior, and he is joined by a wolf, a monkey, and a pheasant, and they go to an orchid island to retrieve the treasures stolen by the ogres from the villagers that he lives in, and all that stuff. So that's basically it. But Ellie still did cry, and it turns out like Ellie's been like is still like not that like upset, but she starts saying their names and cheers them up. So it's kind of like they did reverse. They were trying to make her happy, but instead she made them happy. And then like Batamoto shows up and all that stuff, and he summons a Ramborg out of an ogre statue. Like game, I didn't even know what they were doing, but yeah. And they like and like apparently like she also has bird messengers, so that's how they figured it out. Yes, true calling of the robin. Tita's Go Robin will be proud of you, Tsubasa. If you know which episode I'm referencing. Anyhow, they go to fight Batamoda and like most of the group like Ellie Chan, and I'm just like when I saw that part I was like, did you have to bring her? But yeah, she was there with Agiha. So they fight with Batamonda, who apparently is not really after Ellie-chan like Kapitan was. He wants to defeat the Pretty Cure. A classic cliche for like all the villains, but yeah, that's his own main goal and stuff like that. So it's different from Kapitan. So I guess that's like a different way of like putting that cliche away. into like something else and like morphing it or like whatever. But yeah, but he called them like weaklings when they were like almost defeated and all that stuff. And like earlier, there was like, they got a message from Skyland, like giving them hope that like, everyone's okay in Skyland and they were like, and they have like all the hopes in their hearts. And so the Pretty Cure recited this while they continued to fight the Orgo Ramborg. And were able to defeat it with Updraft Shining, which also like pisses off Batamonda. But he like holds down and says his stuff, like saying like, "Oh, don't worry, we can try this again. That was a good fight and everything like that." Just like calming himself down. I'm gonna wait for like the day where like he's gonna blow up. Let's wait for that. I'm gonna grab my popcorn. Make it like that's a review scene. Like if you ever saw like my Tropical Booch review, it's episode 1 where I ran into a door of popcorn. You know what? I'm gonna do that again. That's my plan. Wait for it. But yeah, that's what happened, and they walked it back home with Ellie Chan because she said I wanted to walk, and then they sang the little song of Ellie Toro and in their own voice of Momotaro, and it was really adorable. I liked the little animation going back and forth with the storytelling. It just like gives like a good little vibe to like the animation. And that's all I have to say about episode 16 of Hirogaru Sky Pretty Cure. Anyhow, if there's anything you want to tell me about what you liked about this part of the episodes, then tell me in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.